Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and it's time for a little more core space. We're going to jump right back in where we left off. We're picking up with the start of round 2 and back into the hostility phase. So one thing I want to make sure I don't forget is to add our little black peg over here. If I can pick the damn thing up to our hostility board. You can see it is definitely starting to fill up as we're going along. So pretty soon we're going to have Devastators starting to show up. Those are the red ones that can shoot like a little blast or whatever they do. And then it keeps progressively getting worse. Remember though, as we're doing mine, I'm also rolling for potential guardsmen as well. So, well, not guardsmen, but guards. 40k stuff. All right, so let's do our card. We have Stop and Search. Check them out. This is relaxed all the way through Purge, so this is actually one of the cards for the Galactic Core. Increased activity in the area has attracted the attention of the local security. Any unengaged security wardens in play immediately activate. There's only one security guard. He is right here, and he is engaged with the Purge. So he's not going to activate, blah, blah, blah. If there are no security wardens in play, place 2 at the nearest entry point to a trader. Okay, so we do have to worry about that, but there's only 2 security guards in the whole thing. Let me grab the other one. Where is he? I know he's on here somewhere. Hold on, let me find him. Okay, so since one of the security guards is already out, I've only got one other security guard that comes with it. I think it comes with like 5 guards, 4 or 5 guards. One of those brute, the juggernauts, and then one actual warden. So we'll just put out the single security guard. And remember, in my scenario, the Purge are coming in from here, and the security guards are coming in like that's a back entrance to a further part of the base is what I'm going with. So we will place him back here. So we've got another security guard that just showed up. And remember, when we hit the Purge and the NPC phases, we have to roll for these guys to see if more of them are going to be coming in. So we could have more potential Purge coming in along with more security guards coming in. This is going to be a problem. But now we are back to my phase, and we got to see what my guys are going to do. I think we're going to start down here with Mac, because Mac is one move away from this crate. We definitely want to search it. So we'll do like a move and then maybe like an effortless action to move along, because we've got a door over here that leads into this little control room where potentially we might find our escape craft. If my craft happens to be here, if I luck out and find it here, I will probably just try to search as much as possible, gain whatever items I can gain, and then, kind of work my way out. Try to pick the bad guys off from a distance, maybe have a couple of guys killing them off, keeping them at a distance while Matt goes over here, maybe searches this crate, searches around and see what we can find. Remember, we can search the rooms. We don't have any search tokens in any of these yet, so I could even have searched this room. I forgot to do that. There is, let me grab one of the little tokens to show you guys, one of these that you can place down. So anytime you search a room, say we search this big area here, we place down a token to remember this room's been searched, can't be searched again. Now, there are activation tokens that you can place down to your next to your guys. I don't wholly worry about that too much when I'm playing with just my guys, because I know which ones I've activated. But we'll put it down just to make sure we're following the rules as close as possible. So we'll put one over here because Mac is going to activate. And he will do a 4-inch move, and it's 3 inches, so definitely 4. We'll put him right up against the crate. Let's set him out of the way so we can get this crate up. And we're going to do a search action to see what's in there. Hopefully he can get a decent weapon. And then we will see what happens. Depends on what we find. Wow, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Okay, let me tilt the camera down a little bit. Ooh, okay. There's good melee in here, but that is unfortunate because I wanted ranged weapons. What am I going to do with this? Okay. There is a sword. What is this? Like a baton or something? What is this? Combat sword. And then there's a throwing axe. And a little bit better of a pistol because it can shoot at range, but it's not that good. It has like a double burst fire symbol with it, so I can add to it. So I can potentially... It's definitely better than what I have. currently on Mac. Let me grab Mac. All right, so here's Mac's board. We know we're going to throw down this rifle. We're not going to keep that. That's junk. So it just depends on what we're replacing it with. And the big thing, I know I'm going to take this pistol, but that only leaves me 2 spots, and one of them's got to be a melee. The cool thing is he does have an inherent melee ability. This one can be thrown, so it can be used as a ranged weapon, you know, picked back up. But this one has a better... Well, no, because with a heavy attack on this, that has 3, same as that, and the light attack is 1 versus 2. I think the axe is actually a better weapon. Takes up less space, only 1 space, and ranged ability, and the same amount of max potential dice. It just loses 1 dice if you do just a light attack with it. But I can still get a 2 attack, do an unarmed attack, so it does better for Mac to take this as his hand-to-hand weapon. Gives him kind of another ranged option, and we will leave these behind in this crate because we're not going to need that. And Mac will finish up his turn there. And we'll probably go ahead and just do another effortless action and move another inch. So we'll have him basically move up on top of this token. So he's moving towards this door, trying to get over here, see if he can find something to investigate. Plus, we do have a crate over there that we can check out. Okay, so I went and checked it real quick just to check those little symbols on the ranged weapon, the pistol there. Those are called burst fire. So for each extra peg of ammo you spend, you get to add a combat dice. So I could add up to 2 combat dice to that pistol, but it would cost 2 extra pegs of ammo. So not that great. So we'll just have to see how it pans out. Now, what do I want to do over here? We've already, like I said, investigated. We got some good stuff. This civilian's coming around. We know he's going to be coming around that way, and we know more Purge are going to be coming in here. If we don't have anything else, I could search this room, fire at some people, maybe try to take out someone. That civilian actually has decent armor. She's got defense, so she could potentially be a problem. She actually rolls a couple of dice at range as well, so she's pretty much as tough as a guard if she decides to go after us. I want to kind of leave these 2 firing at each other, so maybe I should kill the civilian and just be done with it. I need to kind of get a bird's eye view, though. I think she might be in cover from the table for my guys. Let's see. If we look down, I'm going to say there is stuff because there's the crate there's the chair in between, so we would probably have to give her a cover roll. Okay, so I got down at a bird's eye view as best I could to take a look. Between my blue guy, so Gak, and the civilian is the chair. So I would give her cover between her and Gak, but not between Weaver and her. So Weaver could take the shot without her having cover. So what I might do is have Weaver take a shot and then move to try to get away, have Gak search just to see if he can find anything in here, and then also move away to try to go up in this direction just in case my ship doesn't end up being there. So I think that's going to be our bet. All right, so first thing, it's going to be Weaver. He's going to use his first action to take a shot over at her. Like I said, she's a civilian, but she's working for the Galactic Corps, so she's part of the bad guys. Let's roll and see if we can get it. And no. God, I get a lot of those things. I think there's only 1 jam on these dice as well, too. I hit it a lot. All right, so he missed, because normally that would kill her if she didn't have armor. But you can see right here, she does have a stat of 1 on her armor. So let's move 4 inches away. If we go around like that, he should be able to get to about here in the back. And that will finish up his move. So we'll place a little token down, right there next to him. Signify that he's activated. So I've got 1 activation left with Gak. We're going to do a search action here. And if you're just doing a generic search action, you'll draw something out of the bag, and that's it. So you know these can only be small tokens. So let's grab one, see what we get. And he got a melee weapon. What is this? This is an energy baton. That is actually pretty good. 2 dice at close range, or it can be thrown. So you've got light, or not close range, 2 dice of light attack and heavy attack. And this has nothing for the heavy attack. Let's go ahead and take it. Although Gak does have, well, he's got the walk it off. He has 2 intrinsic dice already for a close range attack. So that's not really that big of a deal, but he does have this intrinsic ability if he's not wearing armor, which allows him to roll extra dice on an attack as well. So basically, this is a free ranged weapon. You wouldn't have to use ammo to throw the weapon at someone and try to damage them that way for a 2 dice attack. We'll take it with us. We might sell it, later on. We do have to place a token, though, signifying that this room has been searched. So we'll place that down, and Gek also is going to use his... Oh, I get an extra move because he had an effortless action, so we'll give him an extra inch. Slow this down a little bit. So he'll go there, and I'll tell you what, Gek's going to do the same thing. He's effectively going to move 5 inches. Move over there, so he'd land right about here, but we'll just put him right there to finish his move. So we're trying to get him away over here, maybe do a search action here. There's rooms all over the place. I can do search actions, placing these little tokens as we go, but I really want to get those big crates because the big crates are the ones that have the best equipment in them. And like I said, there's one over there, one back there, one over there, this one, and we already got this one. So there's 2 back there. These 2 have already been got, and then this one. So Mac's probably going to have to go over here and get that one. All right, that's going to finish my guys off. They've activated. We'll throw another activation token down. Signify both of my guys, all of my guys are good. All right, so now we are to the Purge phase, and we need to roll, starting off, the Purge die. And remember, oh wait, did I? Yes, I did take the shoot action. I keep forgetting to roll the damn die. It was Weaver that took the shoot action. So we will place this peg in there. Man, that is a funky roll. It is one that is hard to keep in your mind for some reason. All right, so that has actually put us up to the next one. I think I have to be in there to start rolling for that. Let me look just to be sure, because I'm not sure if I need to be rolling for watch your back or guarded. I think it's guarded. Yeah, the way it's written in the rulebook makes me think it's where the peg has reached. So we are at the top. We filled up guarded. So we're going to roll now to see which, how many or any of the harvesters show up. But next round, we're going to be in watch your back. So that's when we're going to have the potential for devastators to start showing up. All right, so now we can roll our purge die. See what we're going to get for these guys. And we got a single purge. So that means we take this guy, and he's going to come in right over there. So all these purge are going to start coming in and taking these guys out. Now we're back to the purge phase. Okay, so I went ahead and looked at that NPC flowchart to see what the purge we're going to do. And effectively, this purge is going to move up into close range, trying to attack this guy, and this one is going to continue its assault. So I guess it really doesn't matter which one I do first. Actually, it should matter, because if he kills him, then he would go after her instead. So actually, let's do the attack first. And we'll do this purge, and especially since he was already on the board anyway. That way, this one, as he's coming in, if this attack isn't finished, he'd go after her. But this one is actually closer. So let's check their stats. This guy, Purge, he has 2 attack die against the security guard's 1 defense. So let's roll. He's going to need at least 2 hits to kill the security guard. And he only got the 1, so security guard was not taken out. Not a whole lot of death going out. Let's measure. He's got a movement about 4 inches. It should get him right to the corner. And yeah, I'm guesstimating just getting it close, because close is good enough when it comes to a miniatures game. So this one, will finish his move right here at the corner. So they're both going after him. The next turn, he'd be able to move in and get his attack off. So now that's actually going to complete the purge. We moved one, attacked with the other. So we go to our NPC phase, and we're going to see what our civilians are doing and if we have any more guards coming in. All right, so let's roll for our guards. Again, special rule for this scenario. See if we do have any more guards coming in. And no more guards coming in. But we do have the one guard back there. The guards have 2 actions, so all I'm going to do is actually move that guy 8 inches up, since he is definitely out of range of anything else going on. Let's see here. If he was there, he would make it right up to about our corner. Okay, so we'll grab him, and he's going to go there. That's going to be his 2 actions as he's moving up. We do have this guard left and this one. So he will do a melee action, and he'll take his shot afterwards at the remaining purge. All right, so it's actually the same statistics. This guy's got 2 close range attack dice versus 1 armor for the purge. So they're literally the equivalent of each other. So let's see if the security guard fares any better than the purge did. And he didn't. So if this guy were to shoot, does he get to pick which purge? Because if he shoots at this purge, he's shooting at an engaged target. And I know there's a special rule for that. Okay, so I'm going to apply the same rules to them that apply to me. I don't know if it specifically goes that way, but yeah, we're going to go with it because it's fun. That at short range, you can freely pick your targets if they're engaged with each other. So they're like in hand-to-hand fisticuffs, right? But if you're at medium range or longer, then you actually have to take a chance die to determine which character is hit. So we are firing, and it is just outside of short range. So our guard back here, the one that's in the hallway, is trying to pick off the purge that is engaged with the security guard trying to help him out. So he does get to make his attack. He gets to roll 2 attack die. But after we do the attack, we're going to roll a chance die to see which one of these characters he actually hits. It'll be 1 through 3 for the security guard, and then 4, 5, 6 for the purge. So let's do his attack first to see what happens. And if it doesn't matter, we won't worry about rolling the chance die. But come on, big money. I want to see him actually take someone out. And fires. And he does. Oh, he could end up taking his own guy out. So he actually got 3 hits. 3 hits will definitely go through the armor. So whoever he hit is killed. Let's roll our die. On a 1, 2, or 3, he actually kills his own guy. All right, come on. Let's see what happens. And he got, what number is this? He got a 5. Okay, I thought it was a 2 for a second. Let me make sure that one is. Yes, that is a 5. And I had to check it just to make sure. So he actually did hit his target, and he killed off this purge that was attacking the security guard. But that just opens it up so the next purge can come in and perform his attack. All right, so we're going to roll for our civilians real quick, see what happens for them. The only thing they're going to be able to do is probably make an attack because, like I said, they're not going to join my crew, not civilians that are working for the Galactic Corps. So let's see what happens. Okay, so 3, that is going to be a movement action for the civilian. All right, so what this one means is they're trying to get out of line of sight and move into cover. If they can't move into cover, they move in the direction of the arrow. So her moving back this way is actually moving her straight towards the enemy. I think her moving into cover would actually either be going in there or back towards there. But I'll tell you what, the spot that actually gets her into the most cover from the purge would be her actually dipping through this door. So we're going to punch out this door here. Come on, punch through. Okay, so we went and punched out that door just so it looks good. And she's going to move 4 inches into this other room. Let's put her back right about here. So she's tucked out of the way. Actually, I went back her up a little bit so I can see her and remember that she is there. Now we have one more civilian over here. Let's roll for him and see what he's doing. He is going back that way, and that's a 4. I think that's actually join. Yeah, that's join your crew. They're definitely not going to join, so he's going to move. It says he's moving directly into the wall, so we'll just have him dip back around this wall over to this side and roll for our doctor up there. The civilians really aren't doing a whole lot. They do have the potential to attack, but that's not a key thing in this scenario. All right, that is 5, which is move towards nearest unengaged traitor in line of sight. And if they reach, they may swap items with the traitor. They're not going to do that with my guys, but that will be a move action for this doctor. So we'll have him come around over to there. So they're pretty much moving into the hallway and coming up around. It's kind of neat how the dice are rolling in that direction. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to try to do a quick turn. So we'll just see if we can go a little faster and get 2 turns done on the next go round. Like I said, we're going to push through with Mac over onto this area. Check the portal, see if our ship's there. Then probably try to grab this last big crate because I really want him to have a decent rifle if I can get him one. And then these 2 guys, if they go busting through there, they're going to have to fight the guards and the civilians that are in that direction. And that could just be a problem. So I'm thinking instead I might have them go bust through these windows. They jump through the window, they can get into the little barracks area that's over here. And remember, each one of these rooms has a small crate in it, so I can find some supplies in there and just go busting through. There's some gates back here that I could cut across and try to avoid these guys over there, but the guards will come into the rooms trying to get after me. But there's not a door here, all right? Only a door here. So if I get one of this guards over here, he would have to come back around this direction to get to me if I go that route. It's probably the best route for me to take because I don't think shooting up there and having to fight the doctor and the clerk is going to be the best of ideas, but we'll have to see what happens. It all depends. If the ship ends up being down here, though, them running off over there probably isn't the best idea. I might just step in real quick, try to grab a crate, and then have them run back over here while the Purge and the guards are still fighting over there. And that's actually part of the reason I came up with this scenario the way that it was, so that the guards, the NPCs, would be doing a lot of fighting with each other. And my guys are kind of scooting around in the background, getting what supplies they can, and they're trying to sneak to their ship and get the hell off. Basically a way for my crew to level up a little bit before they get into actual real combat and real traitor scavenge missions, that type of stuff. I can't tell you guys how much I'm actually looking forward to. I'm definitely going to do it at some point, set up the 2x4 instead of the 2x2, because this is 2x2. Have it set up all the way across and just do a huge mission. I'll come up with something good. I might take some pieces from campaign missions in the game, maybe infiltrating a Purge base, trying to find some secret item or some high-powered piece of gear that will really help them power up their ship or something like that. But they have to bust through the Purge to try to get it. You know, some real cool little thing like that. Maybe have some prisoners, Purge prisoners, like civilians in there that they get a chance to rescue for extra money or extra crew members. I've pointed this out a couple of times and I keep saying it. That's one of the biggest reasons I love this game as much as I do. Not just how freaking cool it looks on the board, but the fact that you can play it any single way that you want. You can be a stickler, play it just as the rules say, just as the campaigns are, and just walk it through like any other dungeon crawl type experience, and you'd have fun with it. Or you can play it as an organic experience where you just come up with your own missions and your own story, the storyline for your guys. Like I created one for why these 3 are together. That's what really just stands out to me about this game. I'll tell you what, if I had played this before I made my year-end review, this game would have been on it. Absolutely. Because this is definitely one of my standouts for the year is Core Space. It just is awesome. I can't tell you guys how much I like this game. I actually have had a few people tell me, though, that since they saw the video or some of the videos I've done on it, they're like, oh my God, I have to get that game. It's so freaking awesome. Trust me, I get it. I missed it too. I had no idea how I missed it because I am all about sci-fi and stuff like this. So I should have pegged this one way back when, but it just slipped by. Occasionally life happens, so definitely recommend you guys check it out. All right, I'll stop rambling. You guys stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to try to speed up a little bit so I can get a couple of rounds in on the next video. Y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.